Aha, friends. Welcome back to the show. As you know, I'm the only one who appears to have showed up for this week. Well, I'm sorry. The wonderful Dudley is with me. He is, of course, a regular. He's the only one you can trust around here, apparently. No one else gives two craps about this amazing show.
Hi, pal.
Hi, Dudley. Well, you're looking great, and you're brand new little wonderful psychedelic blankets. Is this for your new religion you're starting, I hope?
I'm in the Cosmic Space Fez.
Yo, respect. I knew that fez was special when I bought it. Well, I didn't buy it, but my sister bought it for me all the way in Turkey. You know, so it's a Turkish cosmic space fez, and I've worn it a lot myself. So, you know, I know it's got a lot of magical powers, but you've, of course, got much more ways to tap into these powers. So, but anyway, Dudley, for all those people calling in saying I'm some kind of moron, guess what? I got my college degree. Prove this. See that? That's me. I'm not an idiot. So shut up. It says right here. I got an associate's degree in science.
Hey, doesn't ECC stand for Everybody Can Come?
Well, yes. And it wasn't exactly filled with the brightest people in the world, but for God's sake, it's...
Doesn't ECC stand for Easy Credit College?
Probably. I mean, anyway, let's move on. Sorry, Dudley. Speaking of Easy Credit College, I wanted to show the viewers I'm also in their amazing college newspaper. That's right. I was doing comic strips for college newspapers. That's how good I am. You want to see how hilarious?
So how did that work out? You went to the office, you're like, hey, check out my comic. Can you put it in your newspaper? And they're all like, yeah, we need to fill space in our newspaper. So
I wish it was that well done. The people who ran that paper were such idiots. It was supposed to come out every week. You're lucky if you got like 3 a year. And I would send them in everything, and nobody would ever respond to me. I assume nothing comes up. And next thing I know, like the next year, this most terrible comic ever. Look how shitty this is. I didn't even do the lettering at this point. I typed it in Times Roman numeral. Let's see what this masterpiece has to say. This is Jim and Sally.
Get with the times, New Roman.
Who you calling Roman there, Buster Brown? But this shitty comic. Let's see what Jim and Sally number 5 has to say. Jim's like, I don't know why my burger restaurant failed. I mean, it seemed like such a great idea. I was the only burger joint in town. And then Sally
So how is this different from Bob's Burgers?
Bob's Burgers is boring. It's okay. I just hate everyone but Bob on that show. And then Sally says, Jim, you opened it in India. Oh, God, isn't that just fucking genius? That's the kind of shit I was writing in college. It's terrible. But Bob's Burgers is better than that, I'll give it that. Bob's Burgers is... I don't know, I just find it...
I'm just saying it seems kind of derivative.
Well, it came out like 10 years before. Bob's Burgers ripped off my shitty, obscure comic in a community college newspaper like 10 years before.
Well, then you should file lawsuit.
I don't want their dumb burger money. That show's not even funny. I mean, okay, it's funny when it's Bob. Every other character is so terrible. I hate the mom. I hate the girl with the rabbit ears. The little boy kid's just so gross. I don't know, Dudley. Do you like that show? I think it's kind of lame.
I only watch shows that I can get on the over-the-air analog TV.
I agree. I'll watch American Dad because that's on over-the-air analog, and I love American Dad. I think it's funny. I think Family Guy sucks. Family Guy's been funny for like 10 years, if that. 10 years ago, no, it wasn't. I think it started being terrible in like 2005. I liked early Family Guy, but I think it became really stupid. Really, I don't know. Seth MacFarlane is he's such an asshole. Hey, Janky, dude, thank you. And I just think our show's way better than this. I should tweet this to Seth MacFarlane and say, like, hey, we see you. You know, your show, just because you get millions of dollars, and people watch it. Well, our show has Dudley. Our show is way better than your turd of a show. Cause you know we got college degrees. Don't look too much into where they're from. Don't worry about that part. All right? Your show's garbage. It's trash.
Seth MacFarlane went to the same college that Ski Mask went to.
I know, but Dudley, you're not supposed to help him.
And it was an art school.
Yeah, well, whatever. Seth. What kind of name is Seth? You little turd. That's right. I said it. But Ski Mask isn't a turd, but he is because he wouldn't come on tonight. I'm sorry, Ski Mask. We know what you did. You're on the side of Seth MacFarlane, unlike Dudley.
Pew, pew, pew.
Yes. Also, we've got this great...
did you write for this paper, too?
I actually tried, but I don't think they understood my message. I don't know how much English they speak over at the... I don't know. It's got like the Statue of Liberty with a Ukrainian flag on it, and so it says 1893. None of this is in. I think it's written in some kind of craziness.
Cyrillic.
Yeah, it's in Cyrillics, otherwise known as New Orleans language. It's all it says in English is founded in 1893 in Jersey City, New Jersey. Because when you think of New Jersey, you think of whatever that is.
Ukrainian newspaper.
I mean, is there any ads? Even these ads, like who's sitting around in New Jersey? It's like, you know what I really need? I need some Cyrillic newspapers. Well, you come to the right place. Just go to Buffalo. For some reason, we got them too. I blame the children, personally.
Do you have anything refreshing?
Ah, yes. I've got this delicious water. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Wusso, but it's probably from New Orleans. It says Poland, but we all know Poland's not real, and that's actually New Orleans. I mean, for real, I don't know what this is, but what is this? Why is this shaped like this? I mean, what is this? I found this at Price Right.
It is to go into many orifice.
Yeah, I know. You could, like, shove this up somebody's cloaca, and it'd be like, just lube this thing real up and just jam it right in there. Just jam it right in. Have crazy cloaca sex, and you know. But I mean, come on, look at this thing. It doesn't even taste like normal water. I like how it tells you it's low sodium because everyone just wants to go, you know, I really need some super salty water.
Well, they can just go to the ocean for that. You're blocking my camera.
Oh, sorry, duds. It even tastes weird.
All the ladies out there want to see the duck.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't care about you.
Dudley is a very sensual duck-like being. But, yeah, what the hell is this crap? I'm gonna... I don't know, it's Wusso. It's Wusso water. It's from... I don't know. It's really weird. It's very funny. Unlike this little asshole, this little creature. What is this? You see this thing? That doesn't look like it's from Earth. Oh my God! Look at my arm! It's covered in moles! Yeah, I don't know. I always thought, you know, Pam's got these really cool moles, but nobody ever appreciates my moles. Look at these things. Ugh, I got this big one right here. God, no, that's beautiful. Where's the... Oh, there. That's the big one. Oh, I also got super long fingernails. Oh, and then look at this. Oh, man, I'm just so moldy. I always wondered if I had moles on my back, but I can't see them. I find moles fascinating. They're these weird little brown things that stick up out of you. You know you're watching good TV when you're just looking at somebody checking out all their moles. Dudley's probably got some weird cloaca moles. I also found this insane newspaper, the Ampole Eagle. This one's not...
Yes. Read the Ampole Eagle.
Yes, please do read the Ampole Eagle. It's not as fun as the other one, I don't think, because I can actually read this one, and that's not any fun. I mean, who the hell is that guy? Or girl? I don't know. Exhibit lecture. Explore the fate of women in the Holocaust. Oh, that's kind of depressing. Sorry, I thought it was going to be funny, and it's just depressing. I blame this guy. Who the hell is this? Oh, you know what I was thinking about? Dudley, are you at all interested in that new movie, Dick Pikachu? Or, well, it's Detective Pikachu, but as our Lord and Savior, Dragon Lord Frodo, calls it, Dick Pikachu. I personally want to see it. A weird cash cow where Pikachu is swearing and solving mysteries with a weird white guy as his, sidekick. Come on, that's something I gotta see. Is Dudley a fan of Dick Pikachu?
Negative.
Oh, come on, Dudley.
Nor is the Lord of mine, Dragon Lord.
Fine, Dudley. Well, I'm gonna go see it with the DILF because I think it looks hilarious, and also because I find the idea of, I don't know, talking Pikachu movies. Like, come on, Pokemon was supposed to be this fad that no one cared about, like 2 weeks later in the 90s. Now here it is. There's like grown adults just like, oh my god, I'm gonna go see Dick Pikachu. Fuck yeah! And it's, I don't know, that's hilarious. Come on, I want to go see Pokemon movies as an adult. I've already seen various Pokemon movies as an adult. I saw Pokemon the first movie at North Park.
You saw adult Pokemon movies?
I actually have seen those too. It's very funny. There's a lot of Pokemon-based pornos for all of those out there who are interested in that sort of thing. I mean, I know someone who's really, really into Pokemon, so he tells me all the best. Now, I'm not going to say who it is, but we all know who it is. But it's probably not him. But there's a lot of good Pokemon pornos out there for if you're looking hard enough. Not that I am, because Pikachu's hairy yellow asshole, it just really isn't that exciting to me. But
What about his cloaca?
Well, that's a different story. I mean, when you get into Pokemon cloacas, I think you could find something a little more interesting. I mean, what does Mewtwo have? I mean, he doesn't have a dick. You could see his entire tail coming out from underneath him, and it's just like, maybe his tail is his, like, genitalia, like, but it's, like, behind him. Like, does he even have, like, I don't know, Mewtwo's weird. Does he, like, does he defecate? I mean, I don't know. What even are they? They kind of look like cats, and their names are Mew and Mewtwo. Is it Mew because they're cats? I don't know. Mew 3, I think there is a Mew 3. I've never caught one, though. I was playing Pokemon the other day because why not, Dudley? Stop judging me. And, sorry. But, I want to go see Dick Pikachu, because that's just hilarious to me. That's something that was made for kids in, like, 1996. It still exists today as an adult movie for, like, the kids then that, like, never... I don't know. People who were kids in the 90s, they just seem like they still like all the same stuff. Like, I mean, if you were, like, watching, I don't know, Crusader Rabbit in 1955, if, like, 40 years later you're, like, going to see the Crusader Rabbit movie, everybody'd make fun of you and call you a dweeb. Now you're just part of, like, this weird new, like... I hate how it's hip to be into nerd things. Like, if I want to be a nerd, it's because I want to be an outcast and I want everyone to hate me. I don't want to be cool. That defeats the whole point. Like, I don't know. It's stupid. It's like how everyone has tattoos. If everyone has tattoos, then how is it rebellious anymore? Everyone's got a tattoo. That's why if I'm getting a tattoo, I'm getting a tattoo of Kathy, because that's, like, the least cool thing I can think of. Personally. Dudley.
I believe you are right.
Oh, well, thank you, Dudley. Do you have any tattoos, Dudley?
Well, why don't you take a look?
No, Dudley, that sounds scary. I don't know what would happen if I unplugged the cosmic space fez. I mean, it's got a lot of power, and you're powerful.
You get sucked into it like the vortex of enlightenment.
Oh, so it's like a bathtub of, like, weird cosmic energy?
Something like that.
Ah, delightful. Well, I also found this hilarious yearbook of mine from when I was in high school because I was digging around through crap. Let's see what some of these idiots wrote me in 2006. And I'm gonna send this to each and every one of them. Let's see what Christina said. Who the hell's Christina? John, this year has been great. Good times in Spanish and gym. Haha. Summer. Have a great summer. See you next year. Spelled with a fucking C like an asshole. Your friend, Christina. Well, fuck you, Christina. God damn it. Who the hell are you? I'm never talking to you again. I don't even know who you are. But I'm gonna find you just to send you this video to show you how much I hate you. Right, Leonardo? That's a sensible thing to do. Just find people you went to high school with like 15 years ago and just yell at them for writing stuff that they'd probably just wrote to be nice because I was like a creepy little like anime nerd. I wasn't an anime nerd. Fuck anime. Anime's gross. Some of it's gross. I like Lupin the Third. Speaking of which, Monkey Punch, one of my favorite anime and manga authors, died. The creator of Lupin the Third. I was very sad. He was very funny. He was very inspired by like Mad Magazine and stuff, but I don't know. I was very sad and surprised when he died. I shouldn't have been. I mean, he was like probably almost 90. But whatever, you know? Come on, Monkey Punch. The new Lupin the Third, highly recommend that. That's the best incarnation of Lupin the Third. Even the manga author himself. I saw a Lupin the Third movie last year in theaters. He's like, yes, the new version of Lupin. I don't know why he's French. He's Japanese. But I can't do a good Japanese, and he's like, yes, it's the best Lupin yet. It's the closest one to my manga Lupin, which was created in 1967. Real man's year. But I think the blue Lupin is the best. But anyway, I normally do recommendations, so today's recommendation is the beautiful Sailor Twain. It's about this guy, and he runs a steamboat, and basically whole bunch of mysterious people on it. I should have read it, so I've read it before, but it's been a while. But he goes on this cool steamboat in the 1890s, 1880s, something like that. And he meets this French guy, and this French guy has this weird backstory. And then anyway, there ends up being the super scary mermaid who lives in the river. And I think they actually have the Buffalo River, because I remember them saying they're like at Buffalo at one point, but apparently spooky, evil mermaids live in the Buffalo River. That's probably where this little asshole came from. It's just some weird river spawn. Penelope, she's the good one. You know, she probably came from somewhere cool. Like, I don't know, we're somewhere like Cancun or something. She's like some cool, super spicy Latina cat. And this little dork is like, yeah, Jingafunga, I'm from whatever, I'm from Norway. I'm sorry to all Norwegians, didn't mean to offend you! But, you know, Norway's cool, I would go to Norway. But this little asshole, he's not from Norway, he's from like, I don't know, the grossest...
Outer space.
What?
Outer space.
Yeah, he's from outer space. Space Norway, he's just, I don't know. I like outer space though, but I'm sorry, but outer space seems really unsanitary. I mean, it's so unsanitary that you've got to wear like super crazy thick layer astronaut suits of like, just because it's so gross, no one wants to touch it. Outer space is so filthy that you got to wear crazy suits all the time or hide in your little spaceship.
A spacesuit is a spaceship, dummy.
Sorry, Dudley. I don't know the specifics. Unlike you, I can't go to outer space because it's too gross and I'll catch
I can just travel through the cosmic space pouch, and that doesn't require a space suit. You just kind of teleport there.
Well, that's because you're a magical duck big, Dudley. I can only walk to space. Oh, I actually knew, just to tell you how esteemed and amazing ECC was, my professor of psychology in ECC would talk about how he could walk to Mars, no joke. He also claimed to be from Atlantis, and that he was a scientist in Atlantis, but Atlantis, it basically they knew too much, so they blew it up, and then he came to Canada to hide out, and then he ended up in New York, but he could walk to Mars. He would talk about he could walk to Mars, and it was a very entertaining guy. I still love George Robbins. I wrote a song about him for my other band, Cyber Peanut. I wish Cyber Peanut would do stuff. I wish the guy from Cyber Peanut would come on here, but he's too much of a little dweeb. He won't do it. Come on, Joe. I know you watch the show. Come on. Don't be afraid of Dudley. He's not going to do too much brain damage to you. He just wants to know what's going on. Right, Dudley?
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Cyber Peanut's cool. I mean, Cyber Peanuts existed way before Green Schwinn, and the current evolution of Green Schwinn, which is, I guess, Red Huffy now, which is what Pam was. Pam and I are doing. It's basically the same idea as Green Schwinn, but because Green Schwinn is in questionable territory, you know, I continue the legacy with Pamela, so we got that. But I mean, it's not like it's a substitute. It's the same experience, but with a new flavors. So, you know, if you want to still see Green Schwinn with a little bit of a red twist, a little bit of Pissman's mustard in it, you got Red Huffy. Don't worry about it. Green Schwinn still exists, but it's
It does?
Red Huffy is more where it's at right now. That's my main thing.
Prove it.
Prove it? I don't know how to prove it, Dudley. I'm sorry. I mean, you could come see me and Andy performing as Green Schwinn on May 4th and 5th, actually, at the Cherry Blossom Festival.
Well,
But
okay, I guess you just proved it then.
yes, But speaking of concerts, I'm super excited because tomorrow I'm going to see my favorite guitar player, Buckethead. I wish I had my bucket. I used to have a KFC and Buckethead mask, but I feel like it's cliched now. Everyone's Buckethead because it's so easy. You just go to KFC and buy like a crappy hockey mask. But I'm super excited to see Buckethead tomorrow. But no one's going with me. Gotta go by myself unless I drag Leonardo because no one likes Buckethead but me, apparently. I think the Left Hand of Darkness does, but I don't really know him at all. But Buckethead's pretty sweet. I don't know. One of my favorite people, Gabby Lala, did stuff with him. He's a cool guy. I have a lot of signed albums by Buckethead. He used to draw, because when he used to buy his albums, he would draw little terrible drawings on it, and also, like, there was no artwork. The artwork was little terrible drawings he would draw on these little cardboard sleeves with, like, his name scribbled on it. It was pretty funny. But I have, like, so many of those somewhere. They gotta be worth something. They called them pikes. He would release, like, 2 or 3 albums a day for forever. Because, he does go for, like, 3 hours, and like, yeah, Buckethead's got a new album. Here you go. Because Buckethead is cool, and I'm psyched to see him tomorrow. The first time I saw him was with that one guy, who I've opened for since, which was super exciting. But tomorrow, I don't think he has any openers. I think it's just going to be him. But no one wants to go with me, because I don't have any friends other than you and, I guess, this little dork, Penelope, which is nice to me. But whatever. No one wants to go with me to see something cool. But, I don't know. Buckethead's pretty sweet. He's also been in this last stuff with my favorite bass player and probably favorite musician, Leslie Claypool, who's super, super cool. I've seen Primus so many times. It's like my dream. My dream is to be like Primus. Like, I want to be Les Claypool. Just like, you know, just like, all of his lyrics are just crazy, like, sideshow stuff. It's nuts. You know, I mean, I don't know how Les Claypool does it for, like, the last 40. It was funny when he tried out for Metallica. A lot of people don't know this, but they didn't hire him because they said he was too good and he was going to upstage them, which I find hilarious. It's like, why would you not want the best? Who cares if he upstages you? He's better than, you know what I mean? Like, why would you not want the best? That's so funny. But he was friends. Before he did Primus, he was in a band with Kirk Hammett in high school. But I don't know. He says the recordings exist, but they're really shitty. But I want to hear him. Come on, Les Claypool and Kirk Hammett doing music in like the early '80s, the late '70s, or something. Come on, that's awesome. I want to see that. When I was in high school, it wasn't that long ago. It was pretty long ago. It was a while ago. And I'm sorry I threw my high school yearbook away, but it was. Let's see, when did I graduate? Like 11 years ago. So it's been a little while. You know, I'm still hip. I'm still cool. I got crazy Polish water. That's how cool I am. I'm not even in high school. I'm so cool. High schoolers think hey, high school. I gotta show this to. Hey, all you assholes in high school. Guess what? I'm on TV drinking weird Polish water with a duck. None of you do that. None of you cretins ever did anything with your lives. What do you assholes do? I'm on Duck TV with Dudley and just throwing stuff, and I got this cool ski hat on cause I'm hip and I'm down with the clown. I'm you know, whatever.
I am not.
Yeah, me neither, but I feel like you could smell Violent J like 20 minutes before you can see him. And he comes in, he's like, you know what, old man, like, what if you, like, just took a shit, like, when you, there's this one interview where he says that, he's like, man, you want to get out of a fight, man, just take a shit. No one will, like, fight you then, because you just covered in shit. And then the other guy, the skinny guy's like, yeah, for real, man. They're so funny. I love watching ICP. The Howard Stern ICP interviews are so funny. I just wish that you know, they could have had Tiny Tim and ICP in the same interview together. I mean, you know, they.
Then that would create a black hole.
It would have. That's true. I'm also a big fan of Beetlejuice, I think he's hilarious. I know he's kind of fucked up, but come on, Beetlejuice is funny. He's just whatever. Don't look up Beetlejuice. Everyone will hate me, but he's funny. I don't care. I don't know, but I don't know. Howard Stern's an asshole, but you know he gets some funny guests. I don't care. He's funny, but I mean, anyone who interviews Tiny Tim like every other week, I've got to like at least a little bit. But because everyone thinks he's like getting all this crazy shit out of Tiny Tim, but no, Tiny Tim would just tell you, he's like, no, I wear diapers and I'll tell that to anybody. I wear Depends and I use the hemorrhoid cream all over my palms because it feels super good. I'm not cool. I know I didn't wear Miss Vicky's panties other than like once or twice, but I did do it. And you know why I stopped? Because panties don't ever fly. But I like the feeling. Tiny's not. He's not getting weird shit out of Tiny. Tiny would have just said that. It's funny on the Johnny Carson show that they're like. Don't get Tiny going about soap. He's known to go on for hours about impurities in soap bars. So it's like Tiny's just gonna say this weird shit anyway. He's a lunatic, but that's why he's funny. His mom was this gigantic, like 6'4" Jewish lady, and his dad was this tiny little Arab guy. He was like 5'5" or something. Tiny's like, oh, my mother used to chase my father around the house, but then they'd start doing unmentionable things. The bedroom didn't have any door, and I had to see everything. It was awful. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, this giant Jewish lady and this tiny Arab guy just fucking in front of Tiny Tim. Poor Tiny. I'm sorry, Tiny. And he's like, oh, I don't care. I've got Miss Popcorn now, which was one of his many weird stripper girlfriends. Tiny had he had 3 wives. He had Miss Vicky, and then he had Miss Jan, who was like a total. She thought like she thought she was getting like a gold digger thing going. Like Tiny was all rich and super famous, but he was a washed up nothing by that time in the 80s. And Miss Jan sucked. She was such an attention whore. And then he got with this older girl who was basically just kind of took care of him. She was just like a sugar mama, Miss Sue. And Miss Sue, she's cool. Like I've messaged her and stuff. And I was supposed to do something, but it's so hard to get things together. There's still supposed to be a Tiny Tim compilation coming out. People still message me about it. I don't know when it's coming out at this point, but it's gonna come out. I love Tiny Tim. I love Dudley. Janky do, thank you, man. Right, Dudley? Yeah. Anyway. Let's read more comments here. Let's see. Here's the one from Jonathan Zoldos, a.k.a. Chinaman. He wasn't Chinese, but I think he was Asian. And he goes, John the man, nice having you in math. Me farting in class, ha ha ha, see you next year. Huh, well I wasn't expecting that, that's gross. Anyway, I should have got mad at that one. Let's see, here we go, it's one from Sarah. I don't know who the hell Sarah is. John, well we had a few classes together, spelled with a 2, like an asshole. This year, just YR period, and D. This year's was a lot of fun. You're a very cool person, and ha ha ha. Great English partner. Well, have a great summer, and see you next year. And then she scribbled something out, and then she scribbled out heart, Sarah, probably because she hates me. And then it just says Sarah. Who the hell's Sarah? Well, fuck you, Sarah. Fine, I don't get a heart. I'm not good enough for your stupid, bogus heart. Here's a fun one. John, hey, what's up? Mike. I don't know what's up. Why would you write that in my yearbook, you piece of shit? The sky? Yeah, I mean, you probably didn't think I was going to be reading this on TV like 10 years later, but whatever, what's up? What kind of thing is that to write in someone's yearbook? You're up someone's ass? God damn, what a stupid comment. Dudley, this show is pissing me off. I think we got to tell our gentle viewers to give us a call and tell them how much they hate me and, you know, whatever. All that fun, because apparently high school sucks, yearbooks suck, I don't get a heart because fuck you, whatever. I'm drinking my Wiseau water because, yeah, whatever, I don't know. Whatever, Dudley. It's my with soda water. So call us, gentle viewer. Whatever.